Hey guys, it's your favorite from Lens Tattoos. You got me, Madi, aka Little Guts, and we have China, aka Unsaid Ink. Joining us today, we have young Hippy, aka Bella, the creator of the Pussy Power shirt, and we're here to just like talk ideas, spread the word, and you know, just like house like conversation with the community. So, welcome. So, like, trying to initially hit you up because we were thinking about making kind of like a collaborative, like t-shirt design with you because, like, one, like, shit's already fucking solid. You're part of this community, and like we, we not only do we work with a lot of the people that like buy your products, so that like it's just like we're all it's like a full circle.
Right,
kind of.
we're all connected.
Yeah, so it's
I
like
think our community is kind of the same.
Yes,
in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
So.
definitely.
Yeah, so we wanted to like go ahead and one powwow with you, talk about how you started, talk about like maybe like if you had ideas for sure and how we can like go ahead and collab with one another and you know kind of just create something really mad elegant, you know? So yeah. You want to? I get excited.
Okay. Well, going back to the very beginning for Madi and I with your brand, I think you literally just posted it the other day, which coincidentally happened to be a couple days after I had messaged you that you released Pussy Power a year ago. Which, when you did that, I remember me and Madi were like sitting in the truck a couple months after, and I think we were talking about the photo shoot, and I was like, Madi, like, just picture this look, but times 10. Like, and then we were talking about the vision of like starting our own kind of like brand through Less Tattoos. But then we were like, why not just bring young Hippy on board? Like, why not just like collaborate? Oh my God, collaborate. Sorry, there was like a bug on me when I said that. And I was like,
It's the chills. You got the butt shivers.
dude, it felt hella weird, sorry. Anyway, but I remember it was like about a year ago that you and I were having that conversation, and then I finally just messaged you and I was like, look girl, like I fucked with that from the moment that you did that. One, for me, Pussy Power, that the way that you went about advertising that and marketing that was incredible. I loved the whole scheme that you did. I loved that you involved so many different types of women. Because for me, I feel like I've been singled out a lot as a woman because I look the way that I do and people put their own projections on me and make assumptions. So wearing that shirt is like, it's very odd for me to wear something like that, but I also feel very like whole and proud when I wear that shirt. And I don't question anybody else's thoughts or opinions when they look at me, because I have gotten some side eyes like, you're doing, you know, and I'm just like get out of here.
We all have it, baby.
Exactly.
It's in there.
So it's like, it's almost interesting how, did you think that releasing that shirt would have the amount of feedback that it received?
So here's the thing with Pussy Power is like I've been saying that term since like high school. Like ever since like me and my girls, we would go out, whatever, you know, I'd be like, Pussy Power, like we have that, we, you know, when we want to, when we own it, we, whatever. Fast forward to last year, I was a little like nervous because I didn't know how people were going to take it because one, it's very just like blunt in your face, like what it says is what it is. Like I don't need to tell you because you can read it. Like
if you read the whole English,
you know, honestly. So it was a little bit, I was a little nervous, but like after I had posted it and it literally sold out in like less than an hour, and I was like, oh shit.
I was on that shit. Like I was waiting for you to release it, and I was all boom, 4 shirts, let's go. Like I was ready.
And I feel like honestly, like the way, like with the photo shoot and like the power that you felt just from the picture alone and all of the women together, like I feel like people related to it to the point where I didn't even need to explain. Like you just felt it, you understood it. Like you read the image, and if it resonated with you, and obviously it did to a lot of women because they fucking bought it like hotcakes. And I was just like, wow, like this is something very special that we need to hold for each other. You know what I mean? To like upbring and uplift one another, so that way we have like a safe space. You know?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to continue to, you know, build with Pussy Power, and less tattoos.
Totally.
Maybe.
Yes.
I feel like
So
that
we will.
same fear that you had about like the shirt being so like was the same that we felt about naming the business Less Tattoos, because they're like, oh, it's just for a bunch of lesbians. I'm like, but also we're like ladies empowering Sacramento, you know? And
I literally just got asked that today.
What?
When I was getting my hair cut, my barber was like, hey, so what does the LES stand for? And I was all, Ladies Empowered Sacramento. And he's like, oh, I thought. And I was like, I know what you thought. But that's also true. Two lesbians do own the shop. I was like, don't forget it. Like, that is who we are. So, like, it has two purposes, which is why Madi and I did what we did. Like, you know, so anyway, continue.
I think the thing that, like, was most shocking is that, like, you know, because we have our own little brand that we got going on, but I'm actually surprised at how many men wear our t-shirts. Or, you know, non-gender people and stuff like that, and just going out into the community and them being like, no, I fucking rock this shit. And like, even my brother, who is like the most machismo, he's like, this is my sister's brand. I fucking, like, he's like, can I be like part of your website? And like, you just have me in it. I'm just like, oh, okay. So it's just more like how like something so like spicy, or what is considered not the norm as a brand, can actually excite and empower and bring groups of people together, which is like what the whole, I'm imagining what your brand wants to be too, is like, hey, like we're here to make like a statement, like we're here to like not only attack fashion but also make you feel proud about the shit that you're buying and what you're wearing, you know?
It's local. It's fucking local. Like, you can't get better than that. Like, when you're supporting people in your community, it's just like you are literally creating a circle of love. Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Did you feel like when you dropped your brand? Well, I imagine from 2013. I feel like even that's 8 years ago. Well, like 8 years ago till now. Like what has been some changes that you've noticed with the community, the brand, like the overall, like how has your demographic changed?
I feel like the change with it is it's gotten bigger, but I feel like I have a lot of day ones that have supported me, that are still supporting me, which is crazy because, like, you know, you have people who fuck with you and then they don't, you fall off, whatever, but I feel like I have a really solid, like, support system. Like, honestly, that's Sacramento. You know?
Are you from Sacramento?
Yes, baby. We're born and raised.
I mean, same.
Yeah, so it is different, you know? Like,
it does.
Like, when they're from your hometown and they see you doing it, like, I just feel like Sacramento has a lot of love right now for a lot of, like, the local community, the up-and-coming artists. Like, Sacramento has a lot of talent, and I feel like there's a big amount of, like, love that people are, you know, holding us up and holding us accountable to kind of, like, pave that way. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just fucking awesome to be a part of that community and be able to, you know, build that and then show up and show out and then come together and then create something so beautiful. It just feels so empowering. Yeah, you know, 100%. to have like you guys have Less Tattoos, like you have a safe space where people can come and you know, share art, share love, share experiences and all that. I feel the same way with my brand. Like when people wear my shit, or they even like people who buy stuff like out of town, like from different states, like I'll get orders and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're in New York, you're in Miami, you're buying my shit, you're buying Sacramento. Like, this shit is universal. You know what I mean? Like,
and is that your goal?
Honestly,
is that your goal?
Young people worldwide.
There you go.
No, for real. Like, literally.
They say the bigger the better. The
honestly,
sweeter the juice.
yes, for real. Honestly, like no limit though. You know, like I want my stuff to be accessible to everybody. I want everybody to feel empowered and loved and, you know, feel some type of way from something that we create. I feel like that's just one of the best experiences. Like people to kind of connect with what you create. It's just a whole nother level of like love.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah. That's really fucking awesome. I'm so glad that you and you're doing it. You're one man band.
One man band. Yeah.
Like being a woman who is do you go by Latina? Okay. So being a Latina in this community, being a woman, how has that been for you? Has there been any adversities, like trying to get to where you've gotten to, like comparison to like someone else, or has it just been your own little story that has been organically unfolding?
I don't feel like I had any really like competition because I kind of like I'm kind of paving my own lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like when I kind of present myself, people know I'm not fucking around. Like I'm here to, you know,
Well, I've never taken you as
I'm
someone.
here to, you know, show
Yeah.
you what's up. But yeah, I haven't felt any kind of
Like setbacks.
difficulties
Yeah.
or setbacks and all that. I feel like a lot of the things is, even when you have your own business, it's kind of like, you know, you learn from your mistakes, and you know, you learn from what not to do or whatever. Hey, this didn't do so well, let's do something else, let's switch it up. But I feel like I haven't really had any like setbacks or anything that's kind of hindered me from what I wanted, because it's like, okay, if this don't work out, then I'm gonna figure out something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I've just been really blessed with connections to have a lot of people who are willing to help me elevate my brand and all of that. So
Yeah. You got a lot of like support. You
I
got
have
a lot of
of
love.
support and
Yeah.
a lot of love, and I feel like it's just all it boils down to like the type of person you are and the type of connections you create.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
100%.
like, dude, I swear, like, doors just open for you when you are who you are. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, you don't
you're
have
not-
to try.
You don't have to try. You're
Yeah,
just,
like
doing
just
it. Yeah.
show up as you are, and the people who are gonna fuck with you are gonna fuck with you, and
Yeah.
the rest is fucking history.
I will
Honestly.
say this: I've had being business owners, is I've had a lot more people who fuck with it, like who've been like, "Yes, we are on board." And there's just like a pepper, like a little pepper sprinkle of people who are like, "Ew," and I'm just like, "That's okay."
Yeah.
Like this isn't for you. You
It's
know,
not for everybody.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about like things that are heavily like introduced by social media is like if you don't like it's just you block.
Right.
Like it's like, oh, you don't
yeah,
you don't have
just
to
keep
follow
scrolling.
me.
You
You
don't
gotta,
gotta,
you ain't gotta like you gotta comment. You can just escort
push it.
it. Like
Yeah,
you can push it. That's okay. I'm not your flavor.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That is okay.
Right.
There will be someone else for you. Because
Yeah.
again, at the end of the day, it's not competition. It's collaboration.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yes.
if you're not fucking with the collaboration, that is okay.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna be over here doing what I have to do to feel like you have to feel good and like
Right.
to make impact in the community and like
Yeah.
what doors will open when we're coming at things organically and
Right.
authentically.
And I feel like
yeah.
it feels the best when you do it that way, because if it's forced, it's not going to feel the way it's supposed to feel. You know?
And it's not gonna hit the community.
Right.
People can always tell when something is forced and when something is not coming organically. Like, they're
Right.
just like, you know what? I'm just like
Yeah.
something about it just
Yeah.
doesn't sit in right. But like you can always tell. So yeah, definitely glad that like we are all in the same page.
True that.
It's very
True
nice,
that.
Yes.
and it's really awesome too to know that you can go around town and then just run into like people who work at Get It Too, and then meeting you, and then like I originally met you back a couple of years ago. This is when I was at Monster at Chase Bank, which is not too far from here. But I was just like, dude, that's like fucking crazy, like how much of a small world it is, and like we were talking about this not too long ago, is that even people that we thought like were just like run into energies actually have like these long-term effects of like, oh, you're coming right back around.
Right.
It's very
true.
true.
Yeah, we had
It's
this conversation like a week ago.
Yeah, because
So-
it would be the same for JC, Jen, Diana, like all the girls that work
Yeah.
at the shop. It's like we're all just like circulating into one another's lives again. Like years have passed, but like we're here like fucking with the same message. So that's been really, really interesting to just sit in. Yeah, we're just like having conversations here. This is like literally where we decided at Lowbrow where we were going to start a business. So yeah, so it's like housing like interviews here. I just feel like it's just the most organic way.
I think a lot of things will continue to come back here.
Oh,
Just because this is the place where everything was introduced to us,
yeah,
And so it's like, well, why not just always bring it back to where it started? That way we stay
100%.
humble, we remember where we come from, and like those kind of things.
Yes.
Because I think that's really important to have, like, just as a business and as individuals, like, you can't forget where you come from and where you started, because how are you supposed to appreciate where you are? So I love coming back here with people, because I'm just like,
Let me-
we fucking started here.
or
You
even
know
like
what? we were
like
crying.
creating your memories, but they will be here.
Yeah.
Like doing this first thing here.
Yeah.
Or like
It'll
having
be like a timeline of just so many different memories, like every single year. Like I can't wait to be like 7 years from now, just be like, do you remember back in 2020 when you and I decided that like, or well, it wasn't even 2020.
it was
like
2018. Yeah.
Oh my god, even saying that sounds so long ago.
I feel like anything
It's
like
not.
pre-pandemic is like
Oh
not
my
a real
God.
time.
Literally,
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like we've opened up like 5 tattoo shops in the time that we've opened up. What, 2?
Yeah, I'm all cheap.
2. I'm like,
We just got a lot of
your
ideas.
girl's tired.
Yeah. So I keep dyeing my hair blonde. I'm like, I ain't gotta know. I ain't gotta know. No. So here, it's fine.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god.
It's
But
been
yeah.
great though. It's been great.
That's
It's been great.
beautiful.
I think like now we're headed in a direction where we can start doing collaborations and just like meeting other local people who are creatives and designers and makers, crafters, painters, artists, you know. That's like one of our biggest goals right now is just like getting on board with people like that so that we can continue to like give to our community and also like receive from our community. Because
Right.
like you gotta give and take, you know.
Right.
And I think that a lot of businesses in Sacramento thrive off of that because the community is so just like strongly founded by supporting one another. I'm not originally from Sacramento, so I moved here and very quickly realized Sacramento's uniqueness because I'm from a smaller town up north in Redding, and yeah, it's very small. That's where I lived at, was Shasta Lake. It was a small world, see? What the hell?
What's it called? Muddy? You guys were at the same muddy.
We were like four-wheeling in Jones Valley, just like throwing fire bombs.
Unfamiliar. I was in South Sac playing football with bare feet.
Also throwing fire bombs.
Also throwing, yeah. Like getting calluses because we didn't believe in shoes.
Same.
Yeah,
Same,
same,
but different.
Right. Location.
Yeah.
Same potato.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, I very quickly realized that Sacramento just had so much uniqueness to it by the way that the people treated other people here. You know, like I've never lived anywhere, I've never really been anywhere where I have felt one, just like so accepted, and two, just so like just provided with opportunity to just exist, you know? And that's something that's why I say Sacramento is so unique, because you just don't find that in other places. Like they don't offer you the same kind of like value, I guess. To,
I guess it's like
your own presence.
Yeah, it's not as it's very, you could be your individual without feeling like someone's like,
Yeah, like no one's
know?
trying to suppress it.
yeah, no,
You know?
everyone's all like, you a dope motherfucker. I'm
Yeah,
I'm all
dude,
like,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah.
friends. We're all
Dead
good
energy.
friends.
Yeah, there's hella adversity here for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
And there's enough, you know, room for everybody to eat, for everybody to have their own lane, and you know what I mean, and to be able to flourish and
Yeah.
take up your space and do what you need to do to flourish in your community. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people fuck with that.
Yeah.
I think
It's beautiful.
I was like, my mom always used to say the thing to me. It's like, if Mija, if like I can eat, they can eat. Like, you know,
Right.
like there's always a saying, like, or at least for my mom saying, she's like, as long as you have like eggs, salsa, and tortillas in the fridge, like you'll be able to feed like a village. And I'm like,
Right.
damn, I really stand by that, because it's like you don't have to give your fucking heart and soul and your left leg and your other shoe. It's just like, hey, like let me show you how it is to eat. And then, like, you will be fed too. Like, because there's, like, I'm not trying to take from your plate. I'm trying to make sure everyone's provided.
Collaboration over competition,
Competition.
baby.
Yeah, period.
So it's very beautiful to be in this time in Sacramento, especially after pandemic. I feel like people need that. They're like, people are more looking forward to seeing like genuine connection and how they can be part of it and be like, I want to fuck with that. I'm hard. I'm like, I want you to cook this lunch. Let's call through. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty. We had a Pinterest board and everything about it.
Well, the AC's on.
Yeah.
The AC's on.
The AC be working in our
Get
schools.
inside.
Yeah, you get in here,
Inside.
chill out. We got little mini bottles of water. I'm all, we don't even fuck with tap no more.
Level up.
Level up. I'm all, we got a family size Brita. That's bougie.
Use the hose
I just got
more.
a Brita 2 years ago, and I'm like, I'll never go back.
That filter, baby.
I don't want that damn. That's mad. I'm like, Ma, you can barely taste the fluoride. Oh shit. Anyway.
Is it stopping?
How did you know you made it? I was like, when I got a Brita. When I got a Brita. Because I was on some shit, I'm all like, what the, or even like the fridge with the little the water thing.
Yeah.
I'm all like, oh, that's fancy. I'm all
Bro, mine still doesn't.
You got one? You're like,
I'm like, I made it and it still don't work.
am I gonna fix it? Nah.
Well, I don't know what the hose is called.
I'm all like, you got a Brita. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
That's all you
exactly.
really need.
Fine. Change the filter out.
Every now and then. Dude. Going back to the original topic, which is making a collaborative shirt.
Yeah. So what we want to do is make a collaborative shirt
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So, well, I don't know if you had any particular ideas, or maybe you had some ideas as well. But I mean, we definitely wanted. I feel like a shirt that really captures the adversity of like the city, like as a collaborative, and also like as like different walking energies. And this would be really cool, but I just don't know how to capture what that means.
So I'm gonna share what I had in my mind.
Okay, yeah. I haven't like sketched anything out or anything, but like I had seen you had posted your tattoos, like I was looking through like your feed and just trying to get an idea, like when you think of like ladies in power, and I had saw you did a tattoo of like a hand holding like flowers or something.
Yeah.
So from there it stemmed in my mind, and like we don't have to set anything in stone. This is just like bouncing off ideas or whatever.
Yeah.
So what sticks in my mind is like a hand holding multiple like flowers. It could be different type of flowers. It could be roses, whatever. But like this inside of the flowers, kind of like hidden or whatever. And then like the message behind that, what keeps sticking in my mind is like when one woman holds up another woman, it's like a domino effect.
Bang!
So now I mean,
So
so like you guys are artists. You can like bring that fruition image to
Oh, that's really fucking
But
good.
that's what keeps sticking in my mind when I think
Okay.
of like ladies in power, Sacramento, and I think of like empowerment is like when one woman holds up another.
All right, hear me out and like
So
bear
true.
with me. Bear with me. Yes, bear with me. Yes. Like I love the hand holding flowers, but what if each flower like was in the shape of a different kind of like bowl?
that's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
It's all different shapes and sizes instead of different flowers. It's like, well, because we all are
Those
different,
are
different
Yeah.
kinds of flowers.
Yeah.
How would you feel about that? Or is that?
I love that. No, I
No, I
love
love
that.
Okay.
I'm like baby pussy power.
She made a shirt.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
what
pussy
I'm
power.
saying.
I'm like, pussy power. Like,
That's too
I
far.
love that.
I don't know. Okay,
I
cool. Because
love
like,
that.
I mean, we can have like one being like an orchid and then another one just
Yeah.
like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I love that. That's
Like,
really, really
that would be, or like even like a rose like in the, holding like the flowers, but the thorns are going around, and
Yeah.
the rose being in the shape of like
Yeah.
another,
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
Okay, okay,
I
cool.
love that.
All right, I'm like in my head, like I have it. You know, I do. Like, I love a rough draft that I like draw, and I'm like,
Yeah.
take it away, China.
Take it off.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
literally,
got
this
you.
is every time we make a shirt, I'm like, okay, I have an idea or anything. I'm like, here's the general thing. You want to add your like China flavor? And
Yes.
she's like, maybe look at this. But she's like, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm bad at technology,
yeah.
but I can really do a good one.
You're the free flow artist and I'm the perfectionist.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like I just like I tighten everything up that's just not tightened up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes. Yes.
so we work really well together.
I love that.
We've talked about this so many times. I hate sitting down and designing flash. I don't like it. I love when other people give me ideas and they're like, this is what I fuck with, this is what I want to do, but you just do you. And then I'm like, okay, cool. I already have design idea concept done. So all I need to do is just like throw together all these beautiful flowers and like maybe add in like a freaking like wolf hen or something and then satisfied. Done.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, oh my god, I designed this with this intention and this is what kind of love I'm putting into this piece and this person's just gonna get it for this reason and I'm just like, you go sis. I'm like, you go.
That
You
sounds
go sis.
great.
I'm so OCD that I can't because I criticize my shit too much for me to do that, you know?
Yeah.
But you, I'm like, yeah, for sure, girl, I got you. Just
Yeah.
tighten up that line right
Hear me
there.
out. 2 seconds, the hand that's holding the flowers, it's like partially tattooed. Like there's a little tattoo on it, or the tattoo on the hand will just say pussy power. Like, you know, holding the flowers, like it'll have like but it'll still be in the old English where it looks, so you know you have the nose that wraps around like the forearm, like tattooed almost like on the forearm. Like, you know what I'm
I think
saying?
it should be bigger.
Bigger?
I think it should be bigger.
Should it be
I think
like-
it should still make a statement. Like, I think it should be like over the top pussy, under the bottom power, and then in the
Yeah.
front maybe doing like a pocket size, or just doing, like I said, like the blast of like ladies empowered Sacramento, just spelled out though
Yeah.
without doing LES.
Yeah.
That way, like from the front it hits you, from the back it hits you. You know what I mean? And then having that graphic in the middle is just like what will like sink your eye. You know what I mean? And then they'll get the big picture. They'll be like, oh, we're just like fucking around. You'll be like, no, we're not.
Play,
No, we
maybe.
didn't.
There's
No,
so
we
many
didn't.
things. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I love
Hey,
that.
hey, who would have thought? Look
Whoa.
at us.
Here we are.
Look at us. So we are closing it out here. Today you just saw a whole collaborative happen, and we hope you enjoyed this part of our series and this part of like all of our journeys. Madi out, China out, Bella out. Shoo!
Stay tuned.
Pew, pew, pew.